Hello everyone, it's Pride Month! Provided you're watching this when I upload it or you're watching it in June, some other June, but close enough. It's Pride Month when I'm filming. I am commemorating the month with a makeup look, which I am fairly intimidated by, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm also a bit intimidated about posting this video, but I think certain things are important to talk about, so if you're not interested in seeing some bad quality makeup happening while I talk about my gender and sexuality, you can go watch some other video. If you're up for what's probably going to be an absolute hot mess, keep watching. It has been so long since I've done creative makeup, I barely know where to start, and I guess I'm going to start with foundation. No, I'm going to be sensible. I'm going to go start by getting a packet of wet wipes. I meant to do that before I started and I forgot. So, like I said, this video is going to be a hot mess, because that's what I am. I am hot, I am a mess, I am a hot mess. Because yes, if you care about makeup being done properly, I probably won't be. I'm making this up as I go, and I am severely out of practice. I was thinking while I was getting everything set up, I'm like, when is the last time I actually did a creative makeup look? And the answer to that is 6 months ago, approximately. On Christmas Day, I decided to do a makeup test for a photo shoot that ended up getting cancelled. It was a pretty cool look. I got some selfies that I liked, and I'm gonna do it for a proper shoot eventually, but yeah, that's the last time I did creative makeup. So it's been a while. I haven't worn makeup at all since then, but I got my contacts in, I got my primer on. Let's work on some concealer and stuff. And at some point I will use the word concealer as a great segue to say, hey guys, I'm not going to conceal anything. Here's some information about me. But let's actually put some concealer on first. See, one of the problems I have with makeup is my whole makeup collection it's mostly cheap. A lot of it is hand-me-downs, and nearly all of it is incredibly old. This is also going to be a good opportunity to see if I need to throw any stuff out, like, unless this blends out amazingly. Unless this blends out really, really well, I'm going to ditch it, because that did not feel nice going on. Also, good opportunity to say, if anyone has any, like, good makeup tutorial people who just sort of show you how to do basic shit, that'd be good, because I would like to get better at makeup. Because I'm not very good at it. Anyway, let's segue from concealer to foundation, and use that to talk about the foundation of this video. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of puns here. It's like, be gay, do crimes, no, be bisexual, make puns. So, that's the first bit of me that I'm going to talk about. Happy Pride Month, everyone. I'm bisexual. I'm aware that I do not need to publicly come out, and also I kind of already have. It's been a while. And I am not shy about it. For example, I used to be married. I had a husband. I now have a girlfriend. Obvious conclusions there. So, you know, not a secret, or anything, but just, I think it's worth making sure it is properly stated for the record that I am bisexual. Alright, adequately foundationed, and I will go into, in this video, my sort of story of self-discovery, because I realized it very late. And for a while I felt pretty, embarrassed might be too strong of a word, but embarrassed about that. So I think it's important to put it out there, sort of thing. So I will talk about that as I go further with the makeup, but I do need to tell you the more pertinent bit, which I haven't really come out about publicly, and again, I don't need to, but hey guys, I'm gender fluid, and today we're going to be doing a drag king makeup inspired by the colours of the gender fluid flag. And I need to tell you that because I kind of just want to start with the beard, you know? And actually no, I'm going to start with the dramatic ass contouring. And did I remember to get any of my contouring stuff out? No, I focused on getting colours and stuff and didn't get out my contouring kit. BRB. my lighting conditions keep changing very dramatically, and I have grabbed my contouring stuff, done some Googling to find some pictures of drag kings, and yeah, and of course the lighting changed dramatically again. Why? No, 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 no. Okay, cool, that's fine. And the problem is every drag king seems to have a different way that they do their makeup, but a fairly common thing is the sort of cheekbone thing, and then some forehead stuff, so I'm going to do the cheekbone thing, and we will see how we go. Alright, so it sort of tends to be a down there, and sort of down to here.
Five minutes later.
You guys probably know me by now well enough to know that this is how I approach things. I'm just like, you know what, am I gonna do it? Like, did I do a test run before filming a video? Nope. Did I do research or watch tutorials before filming this video? Also, nope. Alright, now, let us blend that a little bit. Blend that down a little bit, while we talk a little bit about why I'm doing this. Well, so first of all, I've wanted to try drag king makeup for ages. I think drag makeup, drag queen or drag king, is absolutely incredible. And yeah, so a little bit about me and my journey and why the gender fluid thing is sort of mattering right now. I realized I was bisexual very, very suddenly one day when I was about 30, so 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Ooh, that's looking dramatic. Don't know if it's looking right, but it's looking dramatic. Literally, I was just sort of having a train of thought, and then suddenly that train of thought led me to, oh crap, I like women. which was kind of hilarious. By this point, I was already married. My wonderful husband James, who you have seen on this channel sometimes, I came out immediately, and he was just like, wonderful, that's great, go and date a woman. Effectively, he was so insanely supportive and has been ever since. What am I trying to say? And yeah, so that started, I did come out more publicly, to my sort of social circle. I didn't ever tell my parents, because there was kind of no need, because like, well, I was already married, like, what does it matter? It's just a me figuring out thing. However, I now find myself in a position where, sorry, let me just check a reference. And I think I went way too mild on the frickin' contour. Well, we'll see how it continues. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, came out to James. James was wonderful. I came out publicly by baking a cake in the shape of two tits, and me and a friend, we had a bosom each, just smashed our faces in it, and then we ate the cake, and it was a pretty nice cake, and that was fun. I don't know what I was saying. And then with the forehead, okay, it's very, okay, the eyebrows are probably gonna change, but it's very bright on the eyebrows and up here. Oh, the nose contour's a thing, which is very bright along here, and then very dark along the sides. Where am I going with this whole story? So that was me, being bi. After moving to Tasmania, with James's support and encouragement and literally kicking my ass to get onto dating apps, I ended up meeting the woman who is now my girlfriend, and she is amazing and incredible, and so for a while, James and I were polyamorous, and it was great, and then for reasons unrelated to the polyamory, James and I decided to separate, which is one of those things where it was freaking horrible and sad and everything, but it was for the better. We're gonna be what we are and plan to continue to be great friends who support each other and care about each other and all of that. So that's that. But that leaves me to a point where I'm like, I am just a girl in a woman-loving woman relationship, and that is not where I expected to be in my mid-30s. So yeah, for a bit over a year now, I have been in a relationship with a delightful woman. And because of said relationship, I have been figuring a bunch of things out about myself that I never thought about before. And that is in part because, so my girlfriend is transgender, and through to her, because of her, I'm getting exposed to a lot more of like queer culture, I guess. Like, it starts with memes and you end up with like, you know, throwing bricks at cops. I'm joking, I haven't done that yet. But so, in a sense, being more aware and thinking more about sexuality and gender things that I sort of just didn't bother with. Because yeah, like I said, when I first realized I was bi, it's like, okay, cool, that's good to know about myself, but what am I going to do with that information? So it sort of just didn't do anything with it. Not that you have to do anything with it. There are no rules about how to do things. But it just does mean that over the past like year or so, I keep being like, whoa, this thing, that thing. And especially with, that's combined with the fact that I've been with James most of my adult life, and then to not be, I'm just like, who is Roli as a solo individual? I'm like, you know, all this self-discovery, like, most of which is not anything to do with my sexuality or gender identity, but those are the bits we're going to be talking about today. So, let's focus on the makeup for a moment. Let's blend some of this. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if it's good or not. It's a thing, I guess. I think it'll look better once I've got the beard going, so I'm probably gonna do the beard next, though I will tell you what my plan is first. So, I went through what wigs we got here, and grabbed this one, this little one. It'll obviously need styling, but I'm going to be taking photos against a black backdrop, so I figured the white wig was the way to go. And I'm going to do like grey and black for the beard, because gender fluid flag is pink, blue, purple, black, and white, which I think is an amazing colour scheme. Love that it kind of matches the bi flag, because I was like, I don't have to remember extra colours, that's so convenient. And so yeah, white wig, black beard, and then blue, purple, pink for the rest of the makeup. Yeah, let's get onto the beard, and then I'll get back to talking about gender stuff, I guess. I mean, I know not every drag king has a beard, but I want the beard if I'm doing this. I'm doing this full beard. Where is my black eyeliner? Which is probably like freaking 20 years old at this point, honestly. Well, actually, no, this is a newer eyeliner. This isn't the one I had as a teenager, which is probably a good thing. Alright, gonna start with the mustache, because why not? I mean, that looks like a little mustache. Oh my goodness, why is the light changing so much? Do you like my mustache? I like my mustache. My goodness, how do these people do their beards so nicely? Now, I'm doing a kind of terrible job of doing the sort of, like, line beard, so I think I'll get the shape in with this technique, and then I'll just probably fill the whole thing in as a block. It's a thing, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. Those look kind of fierce though. You know what? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I kind of feel weird. I do feel kind of weird. Mostly because I'm bad at makeup. I'm actually having a lot of fun. But anyway, let's take a break from makeup to continue talking. So where was I? I was at, oh yeah. Just sort of being in an environment that was queer, for lack of a better term, in my relationship, in my new relationship, which, again, like, I just want to be super freaking clear. James is like the most lovely and supportive straight guy I think I have ever met. For someone who is so straight and so cis and so just like heteronormative and just, you know, on the straight and narrow, he is the absolute best. But yeah, it's one of those things. I'd never really been involved in queer spaces. And not that I really was physically being involved, but you know, my girlfriend Maisie and I would talk about stuff. She'll, you know, show me memes and, you know, are you telling me an egg fried this rice? If you get it, you get it. And the thing is, I'm not going to go into what it was, but at some point when I was with Maisie, I had an experience which I later, when I was in broad strokes chatting about this experience with James, I realized I had a moment of gender euphoria around something masculine. And I was like, oh shit, I think I'm genderqueer. At that time, like, yeah, genderqueer was like, in a sense, as far as I'm aware, is more like the umbrella term, and that was all I sort of knew at the time. And so then I explored that, and I explored things that did give me moments of gender euphoria. And again, Maisie has been incredible with this because she helped me by using masculine like terminology on me, and that was amazing. And so I looked into the terms, not terms, but like specifically, like, I'm like, am I non-binary? And then I'm like, no. And you know, had to sort of figure out those labels a bit more, and I gradually came out to a few people, some of which was like someone I'd met just recently who was being polite and asking pronouns, and I'm like, actually, I'm kind of figuring that out. And like chatting with an online friend, and I realized I'd forgotten to ask what their pronouns were, and so I did, and then the question got turned on me, and I'm like, actually, kind of anything. And they started using, you know, masculine, you know, calling me bro and stuff like that. And again, the little moments of, oh, that's nice, were quite surprising and quite good for me. And so in regards to being gender fluid, obviously I have come out to Maisie, I've come out to James, some of my close friends, a few, you know, less close friends, and now you, the entire arse internet. I feel a bit weirdly, I'm gonna say shy, but shy about it, because the whole thing is, look, by and large, I'm a woman. I do not have any dysphoria about being a woman. It's just that realization of sometimes I might feel like a guy and I want to be a guy, and that's okay. It's weird for me because I haven't felt much need to do anything with it. I mean, in a sense, this drag king makeup is the most overtly overt thing I have tried. And actually, the longer I'm chatting to you guys and just sitting here and getting used to how this looks on my face, the more I'm like, yeah, this is okay. I'm still gonna fill in the beard and moustache a bit more, but I think I do like the shape. And it will look better once it's a bit more filled in. So yeah, that's how I figured out that I am gender fluid. My pronouns are she, her, anything. So don't, if you're someone on the internet and you just see me and you're like, you're a chick, damn right I am. Like that's fine. I don't have any issues with that. It's just yet another element of myself that I have learned in recent times, and it is very interesting. And I'm getting kind of shy now, so I'm gonna do some more makeup stuff, which I might segue into doing eyes. So I think I kind of want to do like maybe a blue big like cat wing eyeliner, and then eyeshadow like purple on top, pink on the bottom, or something like that maybe. I do think I have somewhere. I do have some blue eyeliners. Are you an eyeliner and are you functional? Oh, you are an eyeliner and you are so functional. Let's go. No, that's kind of shit. That can go into the bin. Let's try this little blue eyeliner. If I can open it. Also kind of shit. Oh my gosh, how do people make their makeup look so big? I genuinely struggle with that. I don't know how to do it. I kind of fucked that up a little bit there with that sort of double line thing, but I might like fill that in with some eyeshadow or some shit. You know what, I am so just, let's freaking go. Let's do this. Alright, what have I got here? Ooh, hoo, hoo, yeah. Pink glitter eyeshadow. Oh, this is kind of fierce. This is very kind of fierce. You know what? Okay, cool. I got a very glittery little purple here. You know what? I might. You know what? I'm just going for this. I am just going for this. Because you know what? This video isn't about perfect makeup. This video is about me having fun and coming out to the internet. No. Again, the whole thing is I do think it is important to, if you're in a position where you are safe and comfortable to do so, to share your experiences as a queer person. And, I mean, I'm not claiming to be particularly unique, but the fact that I came to it late, came to it after, you know, 10 years in a heterosexual relationship, and I am now freaking blooming into this, like, vibrant little queer person. I'm like, you know, it doesn't matter if you come to it late. Oh, heck yes. Filling in the beard with glittery purple is exactly the correct decision. Oh, oh fucking damn. Yeah, alright, alright, alright. Oh, I like this. I like this. Okay, little Jen's euphoria moment. Little Jen's euphoria moment. Hot damn. Damn, Roli. I love this. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. Okay. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is nuts. Alright. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to grab a nice fine brush, if I have one, so I can do my eyebrows. Okay, like, I am a messy king. I am such a messy king. Alright, I don't know what happened there or why, but my camera just decided to stop recording. I don't know what we were up to when it stopped recording. But I think I was telling the anecdote of I came out to a friend of mine, or we were together because there was a shop called Dodie King or something, and she saw it and she did a double take and she's like, I swear that said Dude King. And we were joking around about Dude King. And I think she might have said, yeah, you're the Dude King. And I'm like, kinda am. And it was great. And then because like for a week after that, whenever we were texting, she's like, you're the Dude King. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I am. So you guys, I am the Dude King. That'll be my stage name. Not that I'm planning to get into drag at all. as performance, because I don't want to. Alright, I shouldn't, I'm just gonna even that up, but I just realized I'm like, I should not be going in with the purple to start. I should be shaping out the brows with some eyeliner, so let's do that. Currently I am still figuring out, well not figuring out, I have figured it out. I am gender fluid, I am not just a cis woman. My girlfriend does joke around sometimes. She's like, I say, yeah, no, she's like, you know, if you're trans, it's okay. And I'm like, no, I'm not a trans guy. She's like, yeah, sure, I'll come back and tell me that in a couple of years. But I do not think I am. I am, like, I like being a woman, like, sort of thing, but I am discovering I like being more than that. I have been discovering in a lot of ways, beyond not just in, you know, sexuality, but just sort of in life in general. I am a lot more things than I thought I was, because I was very comfortable. I was just in a box, like, not, box sounds bad because boxes sound like, you know, someone puts you in them or you're limiting yourself, but it's just, you know, I had my life, I had my routine. I was very fine, normal, didn't think about it. The realizing I was bi thing was the first thing that sort of, I shouldn't say it's the first thing because I don't really have a timeline on stuff. You know, that cracked the box a little bit. Put a little flare on the end of my eyebrows because I can. What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. What I'm just saying is self-discovery for me has been a heck of a journey. And most of it's been happening over the past year since I met my girlfriend. Because I'm just thinking about things that I didn't think about before. I am doing things that I didn't think about before. I'm experiencing things that I didn't think about before. And I am coming to a bunch of somewhat unexpected conclusions. And alright, now I'm trying to find if I have a bright but pale-ish pink. Oh my gosh, I have something super glittery. Like, look at, oh, look at those colors, guys. Ah! Got plastic sheeting falling around. Ah, look at the fact that it's getting dark. Oh my gosh, oh wow, I'm seeing myself in the little, to the side thingamajiggle, and I'm like, oh damn. Damn girl, oh, damn king. Damn whatever. I'm just gonna go in with my white eyeliner. Sort of really line up that area between the pink eyeshadow and the eyebrow. Now let's go in with some more of the bright pink, which, yeah. By the way, I am using, the bright pink comes from Laura Lee, what is it called? Party Animal. I got this makeup secondhand from a makeup artist who was downsizing, so I was like, yep, cool, give me some palettes. But yeah, I'm not gonna like use the brush, I'm just gonna like dab it on to try and keep it like very freaking bright. Yeah, I like that. Now I think I need to do something a bit more pronounced with the blue eyeliner now. I need to go back over that a bit. And you know what? I think the way to do that is going to be to not to be using the actual eyeliner, but this palette also does have a couple of very, I'd make it as a YouTuber, I promise, a couple of very vibrant blues, which I might just try and again, not wipe the brush, but just sort of dab. I feel like the cat eye needs to be longer. Let's make that sucker longer. Oh dear, I hate that. Oh no. Okay, how do I fix that? How do I fix that? How do I fix this? Says me not thinking about it, not talking about it, just going in with stuff. What I am doing is I am going in with the white eyeliner to sort of try and make it look deliberate. It's not. Yeah, look, it's a thing. Oh, I haven't even done lips. My goodness. Okay, lips. What am I gonna do with lips? Oh, with lips. Okay, I'm gonna do purple. I've got several purples. Are you purple? No, you're blue. Got a couple of purples, so I'm gonna do the lips in purple, like a sort of a bright pinky purple, I think. No, I'm not vibing the purple for the lips. Give me a moment. I do have a like silver lip, which might work. Yeah, I'm kind of vibing, and I sort of reckon I'm gonna like outline in black eyeliner. Might be a terrible idea, might be a good idea. We will find out. Ooh, yeah. I think lining the lips was a good idea. I think I will put on a bit more of this lipstick if I can. Clean the residual purple stuff off it. You know what? I was gonna blend the lip down, and by that I mean to sort of blend. Oh, see, I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder-y thing, and yeah, you know what? We're coming along pretty good. The lip I might blend, or I think it looks good as a sort of very abrupt line. I think I need to do lashes, and then I think we're gonna be done. Yeah, I'm a little bit like nervous as all hell. Slightly paranoid. Slightly like, what am I doing? But I have some big faulties. Haven't done false lashes in forever, and I'm not doing bottom lashes because that's just asking for trouble. You guys have seen the fact that I'm not coordinated, right? So yeah, I think lashes, and then we're done. And so yeah, I mean, this was a very rambling video to not impart much information, realistically, but I thought, why the hell not? It's Pride Month. Let's talk about it. I do believe it's important to share, so let's talk about it, and let's use this as an excuse to do drag king makeup that I've wanted to try for so long. So yeah, I'm really quite happy with this. I'm really quite happy with this. I think I could definitely do better, but it ain't bad. It certainly ain't bad. Oh damn. I forgot how fun lashes are. Where's my mascara? Well, I'm gonna dick around with lashes off camera because it's gonna take a while, and I also obviously need to get changed, do the wig, sort of figure stuff out, but I'm gonna go take some photos, which I will, insert after I finish this outro. But yeah, happy Pride, everyone. I'm really proud to be part of the queer community. I'm really happy. I've been figuring out so much about myself, and I hope that you, whoever you are, wherever you are, also know yourself and are in an environment and situations where you can learn to know yourself better. And even if that is just reaffirming, yeah, I'm straight and cis. Like, absolutely nothing wrong with that. But yeah, so I hope my rambling made some sense and you enjoyed hearing my story, and I hope you enjoyed the process of me trying to do drag king makeup. Like I said, photos incoming, but this is all you're gonna hear from me for this video. So until next time, bye bye.